when the NFL draft rolls around annually, things become impossible to predict. Sure, sometimes leaks get out and we think we get a glimpse as to what a team might do. But then the opposite happens. General managers and coaches from all 32 teams made their way through the media rounds at the NFL Combine this week, and some of them had a lot to say. Trying to figure out what Detroit Lions general manager Bob Quinn will do with pick No. 8 in the 2019 NFL Draft requires thinking about what scenarios can play out in picks No. 1 to 7. Let's take a look at some of the possibilities, and what those teams had to say at the podium. Point 1. Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals situation reminds me of someone that secretly wants to get back with their ex. They haven't done it yet, but what does yet really mean? Does it mean they're going to do it, or that they won't, and are just thinking about it? Either way, the current partner is left hanging in the wind. Such is the case with new Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury and rising second-year quarterback Josh Rosen. NFL media has been headlined happy with rumors that Rosen, the last year's first-round pick for Arizona, could be traded in favor of Kingsbury reuniting with the apple of his eye, 2018 Heisman Trophy winner Kyler Murray. Kingsbury initially put those rumors to rest last week. Then, general manager Steve Keim took the podium. The question, is Rosen your quarterback? His response, per NFL.com, is Josh Rosen our quarterback? Yeah, he is, right now, for sure, Keim said. What does right now mean? Arizona grabbing Murray at number 1 would mean a couple things. First, it pushes the draft's top edge rushers, Nick Bosa and Josh Allen, down the draft board. Second, it might make other quarterback-needy teams more antsy to trade up for Dwayne Haskins, or some other prospect that falls as a result. More from NFL Spin Zone. Could the Lions be one of those teams that looks to trade up for a prospect that falls a few spots? It would cost a fortune, but you never know. Point 2. San Francisco 49ers. Depending on what the Cardinals do with Rosen, this draft is somewhat unique and intriguing in the fact that all the teams picking No. 1 to 6 have a viable starting quarterback for 2019. You can say what you want about Eli Manning or Derek Carr, but their teams could still ride another year with them. The San Francisco 49ers are in that group as well, with Jimmy Garoppolo returning from injury. With no need at quarterback, what does San Fran look to do here, then? A trade down is possible. In fact, general manager John Lynch said it was an option. Lynch also gave rave reviews about the defensive line class. The likely odds here are one of Nick Bosa, Josh Allen gets picked, either by the 49ers, or a trade partner. Point 3. New York Jets. For the sake of fun, let's say Arizona picks Murray and San Francisco takes Allen or Bosa. Now, there's an elite edge rusher available at No. 3 overall. While it makes the most sense for the Lions to trade back this year instead of up, is this a scenario that could flip that script? Last year, the New York Jets moved up from No. 6 to 3 and gave up 4 picks, Nos. 6, 37 and 49 in the 2018 draft, plus a second-rounder in 2019. It's costly, but was also fueled by a desire to get Sam Darnold. In theory, if a quarterback-needy team isn't also looking to make a move, Detroit might be able to move from number 8 to 3 for a little less. Even then, though, it'd still be pricey. Here's what Jets general manager Mike Maccagnan had to say, per the team's official website: if we end up picking a player at number 3, we'll feel very good. But if there's an opportunity for us to move back and acquire more picks, that's definitely something we'd be potentially interested in if it's the right kind of deal, Maccagnan told reporters on the first day of the 2019 NFL Combine. I definitely wouldn't rule anything out at this point. Whatever we can do to help build the team to the vision we have for it, either one guy at number 3 or multiple options if you move back with other opportunities, that would bode well for us. If the trade doesn't happen here, it would be better to just stand pat and roll the dice at No. 8. Las Vegas, Nevada, December 20th, a billboard featuring the words, "The Raiders are coming," and an image of Oakland Raiders head coach John Gruden is seen on the construction site of the Raiders' $1.8 billion United States dollars, glass-domed stadium on December 20th, 2018 in Las Vegas, Nevada. The stadium is scheduled to be open for the Raiders and the UNLV Rebels football teams in 2020. Photo by Ethan Miller, Getty Images. 4. Oakland Raiders. Armed with 3 picks in the first round, the Raiders can do pretty much whatever they want. They can stand pat, they can package them in a trade-up, or they can get another top 10 pick potentially with the 2 later picks. Does anyone really know what John Gruden will do? Furthermore, does anyone know what Mike Mayock is now thinking as an NFL general manager? Mayock praised the defensive line class at the NFL Combine, saying it's the best he's seen in 10 years. He also said he could be interested in a trade-up if a pass rusher falls. A team without a real home in 2019 could be the first round's ultimate wildcard. 5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, dark horse contender to delve into the quarterback market, with Jameis Winston heading into the final year of his rookie deal. If they choose not to go quarterback, the Bucs are yet another team that could swipe a much-needed defensive lineman out from under Detroit's feet. The strength of that class, mainly interior linemen, line up nicely with some of their biggest needs. There's also an outside shot that some team tries to trade up here to leap the Giants, who hold the next pick, for Dwayne Haskins, the prospect that G-men have been linked to the most. If that happens, this could be a turning point in round 1.6. New York Giants. The New York Giants are insistent that Manning can help them win in 2019, but they also have not committed to him as the starter, either. Honestly, this pick should be a quarterback, and even the Giants probably know that. At some point, either Murray or Haskins will get picked in the top 10, plus you have Drew Lock, who could garner interest around this point. While the class as a whole can be underwhelming, there are 2 or 3 of them that will be appealing to team like Giants, and other that are super needy for a signal caller. 7. Jacksonville Jaguars. The expected new home of free agent Nick Foles. This pick doesn't seem nearly as likely to be a quarterback as it did not that long ago. As is the recurring problem for every team picking no. 1-7 as it relates to Detroit. This is yet another team that will be enticed by the play-making defensive lineman. Next, NFL Draft Big Board, top 50 prospects for 2019. On the other hand, the Jags also have a need at receiver. However you slice it, it would seem the preferred outcome for the Lions here is that Jacksonville does not sign Foles, and instead picks a quarterback here. This would then leave, presumably, one of Detroit's top targets still on the board.